Hey guys, welcome to the mid-season review. I am joined here with Chris. How you doing? How's your season so far?
Dude, I'm chilling. Did not expect to be undefeated, but we're here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We also have Fireman with us as well. How's it going? How's your season?
I did expect to be undefeated, so it's going great.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Well, I
Nice
guess
ego,
I'm the
man.
only person in the call that is not undefeated, but that's okay. But yeah, we're here with the mid-season review. We're gonna take a look at all the FA pickups that everyone's done so far. Look at the group standings, some schedule and kill leader stuff, and yeah, so it should be a blast. So we'll get right into it with the first page, which is the Ruby Group trades and FA picks. Anything stands out for you guys?
Um,
Uh,
there,
I
there,
mean,
there's a lot. Like, there's a lot of no changes, but I think the changes are kind of like, yeah. Like at the BK team, that was the rain team, right? That's the bear. There's a Barraskewda with fucking two non-rain setters that are
Yeah,
only good with rain setters.
Polytoad,
yeah,
Pelipper.
that was the
Yeah,
first thing I was gonna bring up as well.
Yeah. Those are good. I like the changes. Like you're dropping kind of useless Pokemon for just like tanks, right?
yeah,
Kabaraja and I think in a low tier format is definitely like tanky-ish, and then Clodsire is like HP tank, right?
yeah.
So they're really nice pickups, I think, especially if you want to protect Barraskewda. Um,
Not to mention
especially
Copperajah does a lot of damage too. Doesn't have to
yes,
just
yes.
tank and do a shit ton of damage in Trick Room.
Yeah. Clodsire, you kind of have like free swaps into whatever can hit the what's it called, the Barraskewda, like any electric moves, any I guess grass moves are neutral, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of the changes.
Yeah. I'm also a pretty big fan of the Sage changes, the SOS team. I think Krokorok and Croconaw are just I don't know, I feel like they're just kind of there with this team. Like I don't know if like they're really real, you know? I think picking up Domfan for that I think was probably a much better pickup. Probably gonna be used a lot as well compared to like having Krokorok and Croconaw just eating up your Eviolite users, right? Slots.
Yeah, I think Mimikyu for Salazzle is a little more like 50-50 give and take. I think they can
Mm,
both offer a lot to this team specifically. Um, I think overall Salazzle's probably a little bit better because this team kind of wants to play fast. Um, but I don't know, losing Mimikyu. Mimikyu does get Trick Room set up, right? So
yes.
losing that for your like Vikavolt and Mawile and Bisharp is a little unfortunate, but Articuno Galar still does that well enough. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
his
it's that bad.
only Trick Room setter as well now.
Articuno Galar being a tail room Pokemon though, it just makes it that much more threatening. And I really don't think you need the double Trick Room setter when you already have out Articuno Galar.
Yeah.
No,
Especially
and I mean this team kind of wants to play with like Riolu Prankster and like Kingdra like fast anyway. So
yeah, but if you want to get into that slow mode, like you have Vikavolt, you have what else you have? It's just really Vikavolt, right? Because Mawile isn't that slow if I'm remembering correctly.
Mawile's pretty slow. It's just not that
It's
threatening.
yeah, it's kind of it's just there. You know what I mean?
Like
It
maybe
also
Yeah,
it's
gives him a
still
fast fake out user
but
as well. Another
I'm
fake
not
out.
I'm not familiar with Donphan. What does Donphan really do?
Dolphin just like has like really high base attack and then like really defensive and then like that's about it. It just like does decent damage, can tank physical hits and yeah.
I've legitimately never seen anybody use it in VGC. All I know is that it's a decent rapid spin mon in like low tier singles, and
Yeah,
that's about all I know.
that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't really like the Donphan. Maybe you could have gotten something more useful, but I'm not familiar with the other side of the brackets pool. So,
I think it's better than at least having Croconog and
well,
Krokorok, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I agree.
Not sure what else he could have gotten, but it's in the right, at least he's going in the right direction, is like what I mean.
Mhm.
We got the also the PV drops, so he dropped Huntile, Drizzle, Vileplume, Meowstic for Gorbis and Torterra. I believe, 2 Shell Smash users as well.
Again, I do ask the question: what the fuck does Gorbis do that Huntail doesn't? Like,
Fair.
that kind of a useless drop, but
I mean, they're
I,
almost the same Pokemon. I think one's just physical and one's special, right?
Yeah, that's
So
what I would imagine. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Torterra pickup good. I was a fan of this Pokemon pre-draft. I had it in a bunch of my like prep, and I think it's a good Pokemon with Terra. I'm not sure if he can Terra Torterra, or did he? I'm not sure.
No, his
Hold
Terra
on.
Captains are Obstagoon and Zangoose.
Oh yeah, right. This is the guy with the fucking 17 kill Obstagoon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's still insane.
Yeah, but he does leave himself with still 0 flying resist, which is a little bit tough. But
yeah, I think uh, I think the pickups for PV don't really do anything, just because I don't think he was bringing any of those Pokemon anyway. Like maybe he brings Torterra for certain matchups, but I think the rest of his team is just so much better.
It definitely power. It's power neutral. I
yeah,
think.
yeah. And we also
Like you
got.
get
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you get 2 better Pokemon to like not better, but Torterra is easier to use than like Vileplume and Meowstic and Trizile or
Yeah.
Drizzle. But
And
yeah,
Torterra at least provides you like what's with pretty good damage, like pretty insane damage, I'd have to say, and then like pretty bulky on the physical side too. So just another Pokemon that just can do a little bit more. Although it's a little bit rough without Terra, since anyone can just kind of come around with HP Ice and just delete it.
yeah.
The last changes for Ruby Group, we got the Cheong changes, which was Guzzlord and Cleffa for Rapidash, Galar, and Graplock. I don't know what Graplock does, but I'm a pretty enjoyer of the Rapidash, like Galar or the normal one. Like Rapidash normal has been doing like pretty well for me. I think Rapidash Galars are also pretty good.
My
I think Graplocked is a legitimately useless Pokemon. I think it does absolutely nothing. So I'm really not high on that one. I think Rapidash Galar is kind of underrated.
Yep.
As a decent attacking fairy type.
Gets good
But I
coverage
think
too.
yeah, it gets most of the same moves that normal Rapidash gets. So it has like fire and electric coverage as well. Which is, I mean, having fire coverage on a fairy type's really good, right? So
my entire issue with the changes is I guess you needed another like high speed tier with Rapidash Galar, but what are you dropping Guzzlord for when you're playing a Trick Room team anyway?
That is a fair point. He
Like
might have
sure,
wanted like some kind of fast mode.
yeah, like Araquanid 42 speed, like what else? Tigger speed is kind of fast, and then Duosion, like really, really bulky Trick Room setter in this format that you could easily get away with like leading Duosion Guzzlord and getting Trick Room
Yeah.
off, but depending on everything, right?
You also have
I
Clawitzer
don't
too
know.
that also wants to play in Trick Room, right? Not a lot of people, like not a lot of Pokemon
Yeah,
on this team want to play outside of Trick Room besides like maybe Type Null, Rapidash, and Diggersby. Maybe like you can have like a small pseudo like fast team alongside with Torokaz like support Dodrio. So I guess he does have a fast mode, but like I think his Trick Room mode
it's
is way stronger, so he probably just leans more into that.
it's not powerful, and Type Null isn't even fast. It's not like
Oh, I forgot
Savali,
it's
it's
not
evolution,
95
right?
speed. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's 59. So like you're kind of sitting in this middling speed tier where like if you go up against somebody else that has like let's say I guess like 55 base speed and below, it's kind of you're kind of fucked now. It feels like unless Araquanid or I don't know how slow Grapple Lock is. I think it's slow,
Graplock
but unless
42, base 42.
unless Araquanid or Grapple Lock goes off or maybe Duosion with setup, then it's like your team's so outsped and doesn't do enough damage. I feel like.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough. Probably he definitely probably leads into more Trick Room and then like maybe brings like these like alternative like maybe like these fast modes and like surprises people maybe is like an option, but you really just want to play with the Delusion, Clawitzer, and the Arachnid and Trick Room. Shall we move on to the next slide? Next group?
Yeah.
All right. We got the Sapphire group, which is my group. So lots of changes here. Only two teams elected to not change, which was Water Whoopers and the Gardevoir Guardians, which is me. What stands out? What's the first thing you guys see?
I actually want to ask you a question.
What's up?
Was there do you not see any changes with your team? Are you like happy with? Obviously you're happy with your team, but is there nothing
Yeah,
on the board that you could have improved your team with?
I was looking at it, but I was like looking at like week one when I realized Gigalith didn't get Terra, Terra Blast. I was like, it's a little bit sketchy because like it doesn't really get much coverage moves, and I don't get Terra Blast, so I'd really only be using Terra on Gigalith for like the defensive purposes. And I was thinking about like moving it to like maybe Rapidash or Trevenant, but Trevenant is too many points, and Rapidash also doesn't get Terra Blast. So I was gonna get rid of the Gigalith and make a Terracathon onto something else, but I couldn't find anything better. So I was like, I'll just keep it on Gigalith. It's like my slow Pokemon. I can just like maybe like bring it even in the fast mode as like a defensive Terra and just like eat hits and then just return hits back. So I just like to just to keep my team the same because like everything else I'm quite happy with. I think I have like a little bit of everything. Like I have a lot of ways to play, so I'm happy with the team I have.
I think the big one that stands out to me here is Eck dropping Scrafty for Lantern and Poltergeist. That's the one that confused me the most.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because you lose a fake out user. I mean, I believe this Poltergeist. That's I always forget, but this is the one that's the teapot, or is it the Rage Powder one?
I think it's the Rage Powder one of, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
It's
that's the one.
the
The
pre-evolution, right?
yeah of Sinister.
Yeah, I'm just looking it up real quick.
So yeah, he
Uh,
gains a Rage Powder
yeah.
user and like a support Pokemon with like Sleep Powder alongside Grafai, but you kind of lost a lot of damage with not having Scrafty on your team no longer, and you lost a Fake Out user. In fact, I think he lost his only Fake Out user unless Grafai gets it.
The Grafia does not get it. It is Prankster. Obviously, it gets already parting shot, but you like that doesn't matter. Also, I looked at Poltergeist from my team specifically. I think I inquired with like Coco about it, and the more I looked at its stats, it's just not a good Eviolite user, right? And has too many weaknesses. I feel like that Pokemon is fraudulent for the points, so I
Yeah,
think definitely a downgrade here.
we talked about it a lot before the season. We're like looking at it because like I was the main person to like try to get it down in points because I thought it was not as valuable as like the other ones. Like you can go for like the Pachirisu for example, that just like a eruption if you saw the J Money match, or like there was Furret and stuff like this that were like a little bit cheaper for like a Rage Powder user. I guess you don't get as much utility as the Poltergeist would, but looking at its stats, like it really can tank that many hits even with Eviolite. So
Yeah, like what happens when you get hit with like who's a good dark? Like what happens when you get hit with like a Black Glasses Bisharp knockoff, right?
yeah.
You're gone. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if these changes are positive for him. I guess he sees it as a positive, but his team is still like okay. You know, you got like the guard, you got Garganacl as well, Charizard, Gliscor. You still have some pieces, the Golem Alola, but I think I rather would have seen him kept this Scrafty for the instead of the Lantern and Poltergeist pickup.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I agree. I
yeah,
think Scrafty is just too useful here.
and his type chart is still pretty bad. He's like he only has he has zero dark resist, one ice weakness. Sorry, one ice resist, one psychic resist, and zero rock resist. So I feel like if you're aiming to get rid of Scrafty, you probably wanted to fix a little bit of those type chart issues. But
I
yeah,
agree for sure.
uh, one thing that I saw that got dropped was the Zygarde for Crawdaunt, and I was pretty happy about that because I don't know. I'm more of the opinion that I think Zygarde is low-key like bait. I think it's because it doesn't get like Terra Blast. You want to Terra it because like has a 4 times weakness, and I just can't see like Zygarde being that effective without Terra. And I feel like if you're spending 16 points on Zygarde as your Terra captain that does not get Terra Blast, I just feel like this Pokemon just doesn't do much. Like, why not just get Flagon for 13 points? Like, before the draft started, obviously, right? So I was happy to see
Yeah,
the Quaddon got picked up.
I think Zygarde 10 is like a super bait pick as well. It's way overcosted. Like you said, you kind of have to tear it because otherwise it dies to a relatively strong Icy Wind, right?
Yeah.
Its defenses are terrible, terrible. And honestly, its offenses aren't very good either. Its kind of only good stat is speed. It has good signature moves, and its like offensive typing is pretty good. But yeah, for a Terra Pokemon that kind of has to be a Terra Captain to not have Terra Blast and to not have very good offenses and like atrocious defenses is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think I'm the lone person here in liking Zygarde 10, but I think the only way you can use it is obviously with like redirection. And if you can set it up, then it's a formidable attacker if you can set it up right. It's kind of like kind of not. I'm obviously not comparing it to it, but like a Rayquaza, you kind of need to set up to do damage, right?
hmm
But obviously it's not Rayquaza. But also, I think the change is good because you already have Toxicity, which is a spread move spammer,
hmm
and I think that if you're combining those two attackers, like obviously you're gonna want to run like thousand or not thousand arrows. Is it 1,000 arrows? Am I thinking of the right move?
For
I think I am.
Zygarde, yeah, it's 1,000 arrows and 1,000 waves.
Thousand arrows, 1,000 waves, earthquake. Like there's so much that there's so much spread or yeah, there's so much like spread in that those two alone, especially when you're super offensive, and you also kind of have a trick room piece that Crawdaunt being relatively slow and can play in trick room is definitely the pickup. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'd have to
Yeah,
agree
it
with
makes
you.
this team's Trick Room mode a lot more viable, where before it was kind of just Oranguru and Regice, which isn't a very threatening Trick Room mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like
With Crawdaunt,
uh,
you actually have a Pokemon that hits really hard that you have to worry about.
like unless you're running like let's say room service toxicity, you don't want to do that. So you want the third story bonus, right? So I like that.
And I mean,
Big fan of the change.
even outside of Trick Room, Crawdaunt has um, uh, adaptability Sucker Punch, right? So
And
Aqua Jet.
and yeah,
yeah, so like that's something you have to worry about. Oh, Crawdaunt doesn't get Sucker Punch. I lied.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
mainly
Aqua Jet.
main one's Aqua Jet. I think it's only its
Just,
priority.
Like, adaptability Aqua Jet is disgusting, especially with a 120 attack stat.
yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
nuts.
it's practically just like your base liquidation on a different water type, right?
Yeah, with
So
priority, it's priority liquidation.
It's
yeah.
priority liquidation. Yeah.
Yeah, another team that I was like excited for the changes was the Corrido changes, like the Lone Raichu Defense Force. He dropped Empoleon, Shiinotic, Malamar, Pidgeot for Samurai Sui, Perlin, Gothorita. I think those 3 pickups were like pretty fucking good. I think they bring lots of value onto his team in so many different ways. Because he picked up Samurai Sui, he now has like the 3 starters with Typhlosion Sui and Venusaur, so he gets access to all 3 pledges, which is pretty nice. And I think Purloin and Gothorita might not always come every week, but like Purloin with Prankster can always like be a disruption Pokemon and set up your Pokemon like Sunny Day for like the Typhlosion Venusaur. Gothorita has like the Shadow Tag. It also has Frisk as well as a useful ability. And I kind of slept on Gothorita's like ability to like tank damage with Eviolite. It can tank a decent amount of damage with Eviolite. I was quite surprised when I ran
Yeah,
some
you feel like
numbers with
Guthrie
it.
is really bulky. You get Shadow Tag, you get Fake Out, you get a Trick Room Setter if you want to do that. You
Yep.
get a lot of really good supportive moves as well.
As much as I like the dog on Kurita for like obviously for fun, I think the changes are really cool. I'm a big fan of Samurott Sui. Like that Pokemon, I think in this kind of format is just nuts.
Yep.
And with even with even with his abilities like sharpness, right? It just becomes a monster, and you can use it as a special attacker. It's been showcased as so in a couple matches. Like, obviously we're not there yet, but we saw Spoobert use like what was it, AV special Samurai Sui, and that thing it was a tank. So I'm big fan, big fan.
Yeah. The sharpness in this kind of format, I feel like, is just so much damage. Not a lot of Pokemon, unless like they're straight up like a tank. Not a lot of Pokemon are gonna just eat an Aqua Cutter from a Samurai Sui, as long as it's not like resisted, right?
Yeah.
We got also the New York Yankees, which drops Starmie, Bombardier, and Camerupt for Xatu, Wishiwashi, and Emboar. And I think these are some pretty positive pickups. Emboar, I think, is an insane pickup for his team because another Trick Room user another Trick Room sweeper alongside the rest of his other sweepers that he has. Wishy-Washy and another Trick Room sweeper, I guess, another pickup. It's pretty insane. I can't lie. When I watched the recent match that he had with Corito, the Wishy-Washy just one tap Zorakusu with Scald, which was AV, was not even boosted in like not a choice specs or a damaging boosting item. It just started one tapping Pokemon. I'm like, wow, maybe this Pokemon's really good. You do have to worry about like the going below half HP, then you just like lose all your stats. But if you can get this thing in Trick Room and just let it start firing for free, you're not gonna be long for the world.
Yeah, I think the changes. If you're looking at them in a vacuum, I think they're kind of power neutral. I think Starmie Bombardier are a lot better than Xatu Wishiwashi overall, but for his team specifically, it pushes it into a much more hard Trick Room like focus, where now your only fast Pokemon are your supports. Basically, you don't have any offensive fast Pokemon, with the exception of like Miss Magius, kind of.
Yeah,
Um, but I mean, other than that, all of your damage dealers are very slow now. You don't have like a Starmie for damage, right? Um, and I think in that sense, just leaning more into hard Trick Room is a plus overall for the team. It's a positive. Emboar and Wishiwashi are very very scary in Trick Room.
yep.
I think I'm bored. Like, I like these changes. I'm not sorry, Easton. I don't like Starmie that much. I It's just personal bias, not like anything else. Um, Wishy Washy is very interesting in Trick Room. I like it. Um, I just don't. I don't like Bombardier or Camerupt at all. So for me, it's very positive, right? But for his team specifically, it's probably power neutral.
Yeah. I think personally, I wouldn't even say it's power neutral. I'll just see it as a straight up like positive pickups. 'Cause I think, yes, well, you lose like some faster Pokemon that can do damage. I think the Pokemon that you picked up just infinitely give him more value for the team that he kind of has. I think the one thing you do lose though is like the Lava Plume camera up with the dash bun, like that kind of gimmick. But I feel like you're like what's called you would rather lose that than like getting something like Wishy Washy and Emboar that can just do insane amount of damage anyways.
Yeah, I mean Doxbun's still useful without the
Yeah.
Lava Plume gimmick, right? So it's not even that bad.
And I guess the last two teams we got TSB that dropped Rampardos, All Creamy, and Lilligant for Dipplin, Ferret, and Ninetales Alola.
That Diplin Pokemon is such a tank.
It
It's so
I
is.
think
disgusting.
Dipplin and Ninetales are very valuable for their points.
It can't lose Eviolite. You get Dragon Cheer with I don't remember what Pokemon he has.
He's the one with Haxorus, Inteleon, Dorike.
Yeah, okay. I thought I was remembering correctly. Yeah, Dragon Cheer with Haxorus, if you can get it off, is disgusting. Sticky Hold allows Eviolite to stay on forever. You're not allowed to lose it, so it
Yep.
just becomes like this Pokemon that sits on the field that you can't really knock out because it also gets recover. So it's kind of like a drain tank of sorts. Ninetale, I love Ninetales Alola. I think it's underrated. Even without Snow Warning, it's
Yeah.
just kind of nuts. And then Ferd is a
Fast
follow.
IC1 user.
Yeah, Ferd gets fake out, right? I'm not crazy.
No, it doesn't get. I don't think it
Oh,
gets
it
fake
doesn't.
out. Just follow me.
well, even as a redirection Pokemon, with you probably have to stick Focus Sash on it. It's still nice. It's still kind of nuts
Yeah, I was
for the point value.
quite surprised he decided to go for the Dipplin. Like I like the Dipplin Pokemon too. I think it's incredibly bulky, does great damage. But I was surprised he would pick up a second Dragon type alongside that, making like his Ice weakness a little bit like worse because like your two premier damage dealers are like Ice weak. I guess you have still Inteleon, but but you do have a Furret with Follow Me, so I guess like that's another way you can play. And Dipplin, I think, can like depending on how strong this Pokemon is that's coming with an Ice move, it can probably tank one or two Ice hits because it's just that tanky with Eviolite.
Yeah, unless you're like a really strong ice type, you're probably not killing that thing in one hit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what in this format could do that.
So
I think the
when I
only
played
thing
him, I had I think Ice Punch Lucario, which is 4 times effective into Dipplin, and I have a Fairy Attack as well, and it just shrugged off both my hits. I'm like, wow, damn, this thing is just so tanky.
I really
I
think
think the only Pokemon in this format that could one shot this thing are like Arctozolt and like maybe a max special attack Articuno. And that's
no,
probably
I honestly I really think the only thing that could do it is Life Orb, Sheer Force, Titan. That's it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Arctozolt definitely could.
I think Sneasel could
Maybe.
probably kill it with a triple axle, maybe. Like Life Orbed or Choice
Oh,
Band.
maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think it
I
has to
don't
be
trust
special.
it.
I feel like it has to be a special attacker because this thing's physical defense is just way too high.
Yeah, but
I
you
see.
also can't ignore what is the Titans? That's fucking insane too, right?
Is
I don't
that
think it's
Titan's
that
attack stat?
Yeah. Oh, it's
But
113. I thought it was higher. My
No, I
bad.
think it's
Dipplin is
I think you're thinking it's
Dipplin
higher
is
because with the belly drum.
Yeah.
Diplin's 165 defense with Eviolite. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Move on to the next one. I'm just gonna do a little funny thing
Yes,
here.
and then we got the TFC with the Carbink and Impidimp drop for Swoobat. What do you think
I
about this
mean,
one,
whatever.
Firemana?
I think whatever. I
Like,
don't
who
think any
cares?
three Pokemon are good, so kinda who cares?
Hold on.
Maybe
I-
you get more. Maybe you get more use out of Subat. I mean, it gets Tailwind, right? So
I don't know if I like the trade myself because I feel like okay, well I'm not sure what Carbink. Oh, I guess Carbink is like a trick room, like just a trick room setter, but I'm not sure what on his team wants trick room. But I kind of sad that he dropped the Impidimp because I thought Impidimp could be pretty valuable with this team as you can set up screens for like things like Tinkaton and Noivern and Magmortar and just be like really, really bulky and just like not need speed control. You can just kind of like tank hits and just keep doing damage. And if they can't kill you, eventually he's probably gonna
well,
kill
I think
you.
Swoobat's just better. Swoobat gets Tailwind, Trick Room, both screens, and better attacks. So
Fair enough.
All right.
it's
All
also Swoobat's also 114 base speed, which is pretty high for this format.
But I feel like Suba kind of does the similar jobs as a support to Noivern, I guess minus the screens.
Yeah, it's like a much worse Noivern. Yeah,
all right. You guys ready for this?
Okay.
no.
All things considered, a max HP defense Eviolite plus defense nature doesn't really live a Sit Titan, Sheer Force, Adamant, no attack invest. So
Damn,
Yeah, well, it is 4 times effective, right?
it is 4
So,
times. Yeah.
yeah, bro, but we can't be saying crazy shit. I'm just saying.
yeah,
No
yeah.
attack
It's
invest.
just because it's a low tier format. There's not a lot of hard hitting Pokemon like that, right? So it's either like you need like a Terra Blast Ice Pokemon that's like pretty high in its attack stat, or you need like
Yeah.
a solid Ice type or like I don't even know about Fairy types, but you just need like a really good Ice type
Nah,
attacker.
you can't even knock it out with a fair. You definitely need an ice type. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but with the TFC changes, I think like they're okay. I don't think it's gonna make too much difference on his team whether he lost Impotemp and Carbink for the Swoobat or if he just kept it the same. I think his main like Pokemon is like the first 6 Pokemon that he has, which is like the Tinkaton, the Noivern, Magmortar, Hitmontop, Electrosui. Like these kind of Pokemon are gonna be the ones that are mainly coming out anyway. So I think the changes is just kind of like side upgrade maybe at best.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's
yeah.
pretty neutral. You kind of consolidate what Carbink and Impidimp want to do into one Pokemon.
Yeah.
With the trade-off being like you're not prankster immune anymore, like from Impidimp, and you don't have priority, like from Impidimp. So
Yeah. You don't really need like another fake out user anyways, because you already had 2 fake out users in Tinkaton and Hitmontop, right?
yeah,
And then like I guess the one thing you'd be losing is parting shot, I believe. That's about it. Because what else does that thing do besides just die after?
nothing. Impidimp has fake out parting shot and screens, and that's kind of all it does.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the last. No, not the last group. Sorry. What am I saying? The diamond group. So we got this is Chris's group. Do you want to talk about your changes first?
Yeah. I dropped Yamega and Stoutland for Reverum and Tangela after the draft. Looking at my team, I was like, this just is not going to work out. And I kind of felt like I needed redirection, and Intimidate didn't really do that much for me. Obviously it's the best ability in the game, but
Yeah.
still, didn't really do that much for me. Tangela is a great redirection Pokemon for the stuff that I have, like the Reverum pickup for my Zora Kasui, even stuff like Guzzlord, right? I think it's just really valuable. Reverum was a Pokemon I was looking at before the draft. Thanks again to Coco. Um, it's nuts. Yeah, I think this thing is super underrated. For 12 points, you're getting really good typing. Like your only weakness is like an earthquake, but as my Terra Captain, it doesn't need to worry about that. And then the Lucario for Bisharp, I think, is like power neutral. I think Bisharp is just Zora Kasui's best pairing,
Yeah.
and it's just nicer to have with Eviolite. I mean, obviously Lucario gets follow me, but I
That
already
yeah.
replaced that with Tingla.
Yeah, a little bit fake too, anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of. As soon as I saw like you the first couple of weeks where you're using Rev Room, pretty big fan of it already. Like I didn't know what Rev Room really did, but like the damage I was seeing you do with it, and like the amount like different sets you can do, shift gear, you have Terror as well to make it so like you can like bait the ground moves in, stuff like this. Like it's a pretty good Pokemon. It's hitting pretty hard. Can't wait until
yeah.
you
It's
use a spin out in Trick Room.
I did do that week one, and
Oh
I'm gonna be
yeah,
so. The only reason I won that week is because of funny Fletchinger crits, but we won't
yeah.
talk about that.
And the
Um,
Tangela is just a excellent pickup. It's just such a bulky Pokemon. It has a surprisingly high attack stat too for being like a baby Pokemon too, right?
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god,
It's
what was
special.
it? What was it that it
It's
was one-shotting
it
in
was no special attack. Invest Tangela one shot Barraskewda in week one. I was like, ooh,
Wow.
I like
Yeah.
that with Giga Drain. I think it was so.
Yep. Zero invest Giga Drain, just one-shotting Barraskewda. It
And
was kind
obviously
of
that thing is
disgusting.
it's a piece of paper, but like Tangela 150, it was a one. I think it's 115 special attack. I'll look real quick.
Oh, it's 100
That's
special
a
attack and 55 attack.
that's
Okay,
a
sorry.
yeah.
It's 100. Sorry,
Yeah.
but
100's
115,
still a crazy number for that thing.
115 defense. This thing can tank a hit almost as good as Diplin, if not better, because of its typing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this thing's
I yeah,
nuts.
I thought its physical attack was higher and its special attack was lower, but yeah, just having one like stat that's high for like a baby Pokemon that's not really supposed to like be even like doing much damage anyways is just like such a nice like flexible pick because like there could be probably some weeks where you could just send out Tangela, they're probably gonna think it's gonna be a redirection Pokemon, Sleep Powder, whatever, and you just like start doing damage with it and they're like, oh wow, I was not ready for that.
Yeah, like it fires off like a. I think it gets Leaf Storm. It
Leaf
fires off
Storm,
something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can get probably a
I
lot
don't,
of surprise kills with that.
I don't know. I'm very
It's
happy
the
with my
same thing as
changes.
like a Magmar taking overheat, right?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
pairs very well with your Feraligatr, eating the electric moves away from it. Grass
It,
as well.
it's electro move, it's grass moves. Obviously it's not gonna eat much more than that, but I don't I'm very happy. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to glaze my team too much more, but yeah, very happy.
All right. we can move on to the big booty Bronzongs. Dropped Oddish, Electrode, and Renulicus for Roserade and Passimian. I don't know what Passimian really does outside of like just seeing him in single battles, like random battles. I really don't see much of that thing in VGC at all.
I'm
It
gonna
has a
look,
signature
'cause
ability. What is it the one that like copies stat
receiver.
changes?
Uh, Pokemon with receiver will
Does it
inherit the
copy
ability
stat
of a
changes or
teammate
abilities? Abilities.
ability when it faints, when your Pokemon faints. So like you can protect Sakamon and it gets like, I don't know, some bullshit that
What
you
I
wouldn't
mean, what
expect.
abilities? What abilities exist on this team that you'd be taking? Swift Swim is good, I guess. Speed Boost on Yanma is good. Uh,
Overquill gets intimidate, so you can like run double intimidate or funny something like that.
I think
Uh,
it's the only things that this thing would really want to be taking are like Swift Swim, maybe Guts, maybe Technician off Roserade.
I could even see it take what was that fucking like hydration maybe I probably not. Even something like speed boost, like you said, compound eyes, maybe inner focus, prankster. I
Like,
don't
there's
know.
decent abilities to take. I think that's just a lot of setup.
Oh, it also gets guts if Ursaring dies.
Yeah,
That
I
could,
think running like Flame Orb on Ursaring and like Toxic Orb on Passimian and just like double Guts is kind of funny.
It's a lot of
yeah, but
moving pieces though.
you have to wait for the Ursaring to die, right? You have to wait. Like you would
Yeah.
have to get it would have to be like the perfect swap.
Yeah.
I think the Rosary Pokemon is good though. Um, I think it's fine for its points. It gets sleep powder, right? I'm not crazy.
I think so, yeah.
It
Or is it
does, yeah.
Grass Whistle?
It gets all the powder moves.
Oh, okay. Wait, it gets
It
Rage
gets
Powder
rage
too?
powder.
I
It
didn't know it was
gets.
a Rage Powder user.
I think it does. Yeah, I think it does.
I
I'm
don't think
pretty
it gets rage
sure.
powder, but I
I
think
think I'm.
it gets sleep powder, poison powder, uh,
Let's see.
stun spore, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It gets sleep powder, like leech seed, which is pretty good. What else? Obviously protect. Like, thank you for telling me that.
Unfortunately though, these
Uh,
changes didn't really help out his type chart. He still has like multiple 0 resist, multiple 1 resist to a lot of certain types, so doesn't help
I
him
mean,
in
I
that
think
fact. But
it made his team even weaker to fly. His team is so flying weak now; it's ridiculous.
yeah.
yeah.
Four flying weaknesses and zero resists is crazy.
Oh, it also gets worry seed.
I know flying is kind of a fake offensive type, but there are some Pokemon that will just run
Any
over this
Terrablast
entire
flying
team.
user, right?
Yeah.
I will say though, at the beginning of the season when I saw him draft this team, I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if this team's gonna be able to compete because like I think this team is like really dependent on coaching plus Barraskewda, and like Barraskewda just has to carry this whole team. But then like I saw like a couple of the weeks that he played, and I saw like the Ursaring putting in some work. I saw the Dugong putting in that some work in that one battle. I forgot who he was versing. So like he also got overkilled too. So like this team is like not bad. It's just he has to, I feel like, navigate it very well. He can't make any like blaring like mistakes at the beginning of the battle. Otherwise, he probably just get like threatened to like get run over by teams.
Yeah.
But at 2-2, it's not doing bad.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly can win some games, so.
Then we also got Green Bay Pukumukus. He dropped Mandibus, Ligu, Slowking for Noivern and Obstagoon.
Personal bias. Big fan. I like both those Pokemon. We've seen
Yeah,
the
I
opposite.
think of all the changes, uh, I mean, besides Chris's probably, I think this is the one that's the most like power positive here.
I think
I mean, there's only 3 changes in this.
I think you meant like overall, like in the like
Oh.
all the things we've been looking at so far.
Yeah, I mean overall, I think
Oh,
Noivern
okay.
Obstagoon is just so much better than the other three
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I'm a really big fan of the drop from Mandibus for Noivern because now you get telepathy with toxicity, which I think could be pretty broken. You can set up a tailwind for it,
Yeah.
overdrive, boom burst, whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Sludge wave. You just have access to like do whatever you want. So
Noivern
I
is also like a really good first Pokemon, right?
Yep.
Like you can send it out. Like you have your sash, you have your tailwind. You don't know what it's gonna do. It could set up tailwind. It can protect. It can like hit you with dragon pulse or hurricane. Obviously we've seen what Obstagoon can do, considering it is the kill leader at this time. Like thing is going absolutely nuts. I think yeah, I really like these changes for sure.
Yeah. Like the some one thing I'm like thinking like he can do now is like because his toxicity is the Terra Captain. I'm pretty sure he could just Terra Ghost's toxicity and just click double Boom Burst with those two Pokemon. I'm not sure how much damage Noivern is really doing with Boom Burst, but like maybe with the specs, two Boom Burst users surely like that's like wiping some teams.
I mean, at the same time, you have to think, right? Um, Obviously, depending on the team,
Yeah.
Noivern's special attack isn't really that high, so you prefer to have it with stab.
Yeah. So
It's
your
like
Draco Meteor,
97. Yeah, you'd rather like Draco Meteor, like I said, Dragon Pulse
Hurricane.
Hurricane,
Yeah.
even Air Slash if you really want to like go for flinches because you're super fast.
Yeah.
Um,
It gets decent
Specs can work
coverage
on
too,
it.
though, right? Like as long
I
as
think
you're
on
super
this
effective
team, I
moves.
think on this team, Noivern can't really function as an offensive Pokemon.
Yeah,
You don't have rain, so Hurricane's not really an option. Uh,
Unless you're willing
Air
to
Slash
blind.
is yeah, unless you want to throw out the 70%.
yeah.
Air Slash isn't very strong. Draco Meteor's fine to take as your like one offensive move, but I think this thing is purely support on this team. But I think it does it really well here.
Yeah. I have to
Yeah, I
agree.
mean, looking at his team, like to be fair, like I get your point. His only other, I mean, obviously toxicity, but other than that, it's like Klitzer, and I don't know. I feel like if you're not obviously, like you said, I think if you're not running Sash on Noivern and setting up Tailwind, I think kind of useless on this team. But at the same time, you can catch somebody by surprise with a one-hit knockout with Specs.
Yep.
So I guess I'm kind of contradicting
Yeah.
my own point, but
If I'm him, I'm definitely like looking at like that, like mainly in like his next couple of weeks, he should mainly be focusing on like Focus Sash, Tailwind, get Toxicity going, Super Fang some things down like to half HP so Toxicity can finish it off. Let Toxicity just like do the damage, then you can have like Pokemon like Tauros or like Clawitzer or like Obstagoon or like whatever Pokemon you want in the back to just clean up. I feel like it's a pretty sound strategy that he has going now.
Yeah, definitely better than it was.
Yeah. And that's it for the Diamond Group. The rest of the teams made no changes. A lot of no changes here. Eason notably never makes changes, so yeah. We can move on to the Pearl Group, the last group. This is Firemana's group, so we'll start with yours once again.
Yeah, I dropped Virizion and Arbok for Shiftry and Boltund, and then traded Bisharp for Lucario with Chris. I think Lucario is a just slightly better Pokemon for this draft. Without Virizion, I don't have fighting type coverage,
Yeah.
and I think Lucario is just slightly more versatile than Bisharp. Obviously, you lose Eviolite, you lose Bisharp Sucker Punch knockoff, like the Black Glasses set.
Yeah.
But it gives me, it gives me access to a Follow Me user, which I didn't have. It gives me access to really strong mixed attacker. I've been using mostly Special Lucario with like Nasty Plot Aurasphere, Steel Beam, like really strong special attacking set. That can kind of just one shot a lot of common Pokemon in the format. But you also have access to like Bullet Punch close combat sets.
Yep. It's a lot
or
of
you could
coverage
run,
too.
like, yeah, like really good coverage, and you can also just run full support sets with like Follow Me, right? So
Yeah, I'm happy that one other person has seen the value of Lucario because a lot of people were telling me that like Lucario pretty fraudish. Every season, don't pick it up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pick it up. I don't think it's like that
it's been
bad.
doing
I
it's been
think it's
doing
pretty
great for me.
undervalued, and I think it's a great Pokemon. It's just like it's a mixed attacker. It does pretty decent damage. Like having both stabs over 115, like for special and physical. I think sorry, physical is 110, but like having stabs over 110 is still pretty nice, and you can just be very versatile with it. And then you have a really good ability in inner focus, right? Unfortunately, I didn't get like a chance to draft like a beat up mon to abuse justified, but inner focus just such a great ability. Any Pokemon that comes with intimidate, any Pokemon that comes with fake out, just you can't be flinched, you can't be intimidated. I think it's a solid Pokemon.
Yeah, I did end up drafting a beat up Pokemon in Shiftry. I just don't think I honestly just think running just like a more general Lucario set is better than like beat up with Bullet Punch or whatever.
Yeah, it's just
This
more
just
of like a
in
niche
if
thing.
Yeah,
this just
very
in if you're
niche.
playing Fire Mana, you know what to expect. Good luck.
Okay. Okay, man. And then
Also, that bolted.
Arbok for Boltund. Oh my god, Boltund is the GOAT, man.
Yeah.
I think the tech that you can do with this Pokemon is crazy. I think it after I was looking for potential changes I could make on my team, and I was looking at probably trading out Arbok. And the one thing that caught my eye first was Boltund because it's just like a really fast electric type for 6 points.
Yep.
And at first I was checking to see if it got Electro Web. And then I realized it gets a much more funny move, which is Electrify, which is only available on Boltund and Heliolisk and nothing else in the entire game.
Yep.
And that plus competitive, I think makes this the single best partner for Flygon in the entire format.
Yeah, that bolted Pokemon, I took a look at it myself, like, wow, this thing's pretty fast. Has lots of support coverage moves like, your Eerie Impulse, Snarl, whatever it is. And then you also have like I know it doesn't do as much damage, but with the strong jaw sets, like into the right weeks, you can make this thing do like decent damage.
Yeah, I mean both of its offensive stats are 90, so they're both usable. You can use whichever one is better for the week. Obviously, if you're running strong jaw, you're running attack, and if you're running competitive, you're running special attack. But it's always going to be really fast. It's always going to hit kind of hard, and it has really good support moves. So
Yeah, well, I think
I think
overall, very good changes.
I would agree.
So we got the Kentucky Crowbats next. He has dropped Zygarde 10, Tangrowth for Registeel and Calyrex. I like the Zygarde drop personally because I think his team had so much spam that like it was just so easy to bring Wyguard into his team with like his Aerodactyl. I think he has Typhlosion Hisui as well, and if he had Zygarde on top of that, it was just way too much spam. Very easy just to bring a Wyguard user and just kind of nullify like a lot of his damage.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure about Registeel at 21 points. I know it's very bulky, pretty, like a really good steel type. I just don't know if I'm willing to spend that many points on like a steel type for like Registeel.
I agree. I like you said, Zygarde 10 drop was good. I don't think you drop Tangrowth. I don't know why you do that. I also don't get the Calyrex pickup. I think this thing is useless, and when he won the 1 week with Calyrex, he's like, don't call it fraud unless you don't know, but like, thing is super useless. I feel like
I think
without
there was another change he made. I don't think it got added to the
oh, it
sheet.
was a grapple locked, bro.
Yeah, he picked up
Oh,
Graplocked earlier
okay.
this
I didn't
week.
see that. Okay, okay.
It was just from leftover points. He didn't drop anything for it.
I see.
Um, I don't think Graplocked does anything, like literally at all. But
Yeah, I thought the Kyrax Pokemon was bad at first too, but like I'm not saying it's like insane, but it does have like 80 base stats across the board. So like you could probably find some like niche uses for it, but like it's not gonna do anything crazy. But like you just have like a I guess somewhat versatile Pokemon like the stats. I guess maybe I'm not sure like
I
how
mean,
else you could use it.
I guess it's a double screens user, right? Which is inherently in itself, it's good. But you said it's 80 stats across the board, right?
Yeah,
So it's kind of like a middling speed where you're kind of in this awkward tier where you could just get. Actually, is it his Terra? If it's his Terra, then I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it's his Terra with the wall rain.
Yeah, okay. So I guess it's fine. Like if you have a bad matchup, you can just tear it and then set up screens, but I still think this thing kind of just sucks. Like you're not for the points it's at, I just don't think you're getting good value.
Yeah,
Um
I thought there was like maybe some other Pokemon you could pick up. I would have to take a look, but I think just overall, like it's probably a downgrade for his team because I really think that yes, dropping Zygarde was good, but I think that Tank Growth just provided like so much value for his team. Like it's a damage dealer in itself. It also got follow like a Rage Powder. Sorry, it could be special or physical. I think it's just like it brought so much to the team.
yeah.
But we'll let him cook. We'll let him see what he can do with the Calyrex and the Registeel. I don't know if he's brought the Registeel one time yet. I haven't seen it, I guess, in any battles so far. Oh no, he's
Yeah,
brought it
none
He's brought it 6 games, but it's died one time and played in 1 game. That's it so far.
there's no like notable changes or notable or sorry, noticeable battles with the Registeel. Like he
Yeah.
had the one what was it, one game with Calyrex? Or was he? I don't even think he did anything in that game. I think he just said "Don't doubt the Calyrex," and then like it
No,
did
no, I
nothing.
remember Calyrex did one shot something. I don't remember like what it was. I just remember he set up Calm Mind and he had Terra Blast and I think he tapped a Pokemon. I think it was super effective. So like he did do something with it. I think it was he just brought it for the game 3. It was like a change up.
Oh no, you are right. You're
Yeah.
correct. Yes.
But yeah, overall, just like I feel like a little bit of a downgrade. We'll let him see what he can do with the Registeel and Calyrex, but we'll move on to Strix's drop with the Flamingo for the Heracross. I believe he was supposed to get Emboar, but he typed it wrong. I think he originally had it as Heracross, but then changed it to Emboar, which is not allowed.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, what do you mean it's not allowed? I've done that in previous seasons and it's been fine. I've edited my trades.
don't think. Well, that's why he was not able to just get the Emboar. Because I'm pretty sure there was like a thing where he initially said he's gonna drop the Flamingo for Heracross. I'm not sure how exactly like what
I
happened. I
mean,
just
maybe he waited a little bit,
Yeah, I'm not sure,
but
but let's just talk about the
like
pick itself.
I
I mean,
think it's
I think it's an upgrade.
I think it's power neutral. Like I get it gets Guts Flame Orb, but let me look at his team again. Hold on. Where is his team? There it is. Let's see. Do. I mean,
I do think it's a strict upgrade.
I agree with Firemana. I think it just does a lot of damage. I don't know, like did he have any like Pokemon to abuse with like its ability? Because isn't it the ability where it copies stat changes from
Yeah,
your
Co-Star,
Pokemon?
he doesn't have any good setup Pokemon on his team.
Yeah.
I mean
At
that's
least any
fair.
good physical setup. So like Co-Star is kind of useless. Scrappy's okay.
Yeah.
I think Scrappy's nuts for his team. I won't lie to you.
The problem
Um,
is it doesn't get very much to make use of Scrappy. All it can kind of do is throw close combats at ghost types now.
I feel
Yeah.
like it doesn't not get return. Like,
Isn't it just a
does
pure
it get
fighting
return?
type? I'm not sure, but it's
I
a pure
mean, like
fighting type,
basically
so it
everything
won't
gets
wouldn't
returned.
do that
Why
much
would you
Fighting
damage.
It's fighting
Oh,
flying.
it actually it
Uh,
doesn't even get returned.
okay,
I
well,
really don't
never mind.
I really don't know what you would want to use
Yeah, unless you're using like Giga
stab
Impact,
with Scrappy.
Giga Impact, or like I don't know.
Yeah, plus you already have Zoroark to hit the ghost types anyway, so you're not like in a big problem with like not being able to hit ghost types. So I don't
You already
think
have
you.
Jump Bluff, which is a better Tailwind setter. There's no physical setup on your team to make use of Co-Star.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. That
Heracross is just bulkier and hits harder for only
right.
5 points less speed. Like
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
arguably a better second stab type on Heracross for this team as well.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, but not. Yeah, you know what? I mean, it also gets like wide guard, so it's kind of
Oh, I
or
didn't know
Flamingo
sorry,
Flamingo got wide
Flamigo.
guard.
Yeah,
Oh,
Flamigo
Flamingo
gets
does go wide guard.
it
Wow.
But
gets
you have
wide guard.
Bastiodon.
It's
You have Bastiodon.
oh yeah, right. Yeah, I'm being convinced. I think it's an upgrade. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have Bastiodon
guts
for wide
guts
guard,
plus
Jump Bluff
mutts.
for Tailwind, Zoroark for ghost types.
Yeah. Plus,
I mean, I
I feel
think
like with Guts and Moxie, you just have so much potential to snowball or like just do so much damage compared to Flamingo, I
I
think.
I really think like Scrappy Faint is super funny, but
But
It
only
is,
it's
yeah.
very niche though, and it's very specifically into ghost types, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, they both Flamigo and Heracross both get coaching, so you're not losing that. Oh, Flamigo doesn't get coaching actually. Heracross does.
are you looking at net decks?
So yeah, I'm on that decks.
Okay, yeah.
So Flamigo just doesn't get coaching, so you can do coaching for Tinkaton or Bastiodon now, if you really want to, or Cinchino. Yeah, I think Heracross is just better across the board.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, we'll move on to Philadelphia Fanpies, the last FA pickups here. We got a lot of FAs going on here, so he's dropped Lycanroc Day, Mawile, Emolga, Cleffa, Vavilion, and oh, did I type this wrong? I might have typed this wrong. I think he
No, I
picked up
think
Drampa, Scoville, and Weezing Galar, and dropped Lycanroc Day, Mawile, Emolga, and Cleffa, and Vivillon, I believe.
I'm looking. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the team of 7 Pokemon. I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I think dropping Lycanroc, Mawile, and Emolga is fine. Emolga's
Cleffa
kind of
stinks.
I would have liked to see him keep the Emolga. I think it could have, what's it called, be like valuable on the team. It's like a nice
Emolga's pretty
tailwind
good for
setter, nice support, fast,
yeah, for
encore.
its points, Emolga's pretty good.
What is Scoville doing again? Like this thing
Not much.
yeah, like
It's a Rage Powder user.
I guess,
Yeah,
but
it gets Rage Powder. It has Chlorophyll if you can get the Sun Up.
Scoville isn't tanky enough to be a Rage Powder user, to be fair,
It has
unless you're running
Moody, which is like
Sash.
kind of funny.
Yeah, you're mostly like running Rage Powder though with Focus Sash. So you just want to like tank 2 hits for like your like a Pokemon to come do like insane damage. But
It's like a much worse Magmar. You have Rage Powder and Overheat basically.
Leaf
I
Storm,
mean, I
yeah.
guess, but I guess Weezing Galar is a fine pickup. I'm not opposed to it.
I think that's the one good pickup here. Trample's
I
okay.
what is I guess Drampa is like fine.
You have Hyper Voice with Oranguru.
Instruct.
kinda okay.
Instruct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's safe in one of those weeks where you got like a Berserk buff and then just like cleaned up like a game from that. So he's gotten use out of the Drampa.
I think Drampa in Trick Room with Oranguru is really good. Yeah.
I think prepping. I think I prepped against Fireman with this team, and Vivian was nuts. And
I think dropping Vivion's crazy.
yeah, that Pokemon is like disgusting, especially Rage
Renguard
Powder.
is such a broken Compound Eye, Sleep Powder, and Renguard are both just ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree, and it's a good tailwind setter, especially if you put Sash on it. Unless you want it to calc it to live something, and I don't know what else you're putting on it. It should be Sash all the time with this team.
Yeah, maybe a Cobra Cloak once in a while.
Yeah, but now you're replacing it with Scoville, which objectively doesn't really do that much without the Sun, and there's no Prankster Sunsetter on this team. So
yeah, I started seeing the
bad.
value of the Pavilion, especially after my last battle I had, and that thing can be a menace. Like Sleep Powders, Rage Powders, even like Compound Hurricane, have the chance to have like a more accurate Hurricane. It could be like insane damage. And I think if I was Philadelphia Fanpiece here, you probably want to keep either Emolga or Vivillon, at least one of them, so you can at least have like some kind of like tailwind / like other supportive moves for the team. As of like now, you don't really have that much setup. I don't even know if he has a tailwind user at all. I guess he's a Trick Room user in Oranguru, so maybe he just plays Trick Room. But
there's no Tailwind on this team anymore.
Yeah. I think you could even kept like if you didn't want to play like into Tailwind, but like just have like one support Pokemon, you could have just picked up kept Emolga and just like use it like instead of Tailwind, you can use Encore, Taunt, Eerie Impulse, like these other things to disrupt, like even like Electrowebs as like a form of speed control. But now like you kind of just left yourself with like really only like one support Pokemon and like Oranguru, and then like I'll call like Scovillain like half a support Pokemon since like it can really like Rage Powder and like Super Fang, maybe Helping Hand. That's about it. So I don't know. I think the trades were like maybe a side upgrade at best.
I don't think they were even an upgrade. I think what Vivi does for this team is kind of like astronomical value.
If you didn't drop Vivian and you like just picked up Drampaw and like maybe something else instead of Wheezing Galar, I think it was an upgrade. But dropping
Yeah.
Vivian for Scovillain is not it.
Like maybe it makes this type chart better, but like with the speed tiers that you have, no,
I mean, the type chart's not even good.
I haven't looked at it, so it's like,
No normal resist, no ground resist, no flying resist, 1 water, 1 poison, 1 ice resist.
Yeah, it's very
yeah,
rough too.
that's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Even electric too. Holy.
I mean, it's hard to make a good type chart with 7 Pokemon.
That is true. That's
Yeah.
fair.
You're kind of
But-
like the only way you're doing that is if you're playing like a fucking crazy format with legendaries, but obviously we're not doing that. So
Yeah. But yeah, that's all the changes. So what do you guys think were like some of the best trades or sorry, FA pickups?
do I get to glaze my own? I'm gonna glaze my
I
own.
think Chris and I
Think-
had the best ones. I'm not even gonna lie.
I think you should both choose something that's not your draft.
Okay.
It's probably Solar Mason, if I'm being
Yeah,
completely honest.
Noivern and Obstune.
It's
sure.
Solar Mason, and then what was the other one I was looking at that I thought was good? I think Doritos and J Money's really good too.
Yeah,
Big fans.
I would have to say I think my favorite ones were like the Corrido ones, Alolan Retro Defense Force. I think the Samurai Sweet, Pearl, and Gothorita, like all those 3 Pokemon are such an insane value for his team. Every one of those Pokemon can do something. Double fake out users from your support Pokemon. They can do a little bit different support things for your team. Just overall, probably the best FA pickups of the season, my opinion.
I want to give an honorable shout out to Burger Kinglers for attempting to fix their draft. I think the pickups were really good. I think it's just there's nothing in the world you could do with 3 free agent pickups to fix that comp.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
man,
never got to
it's
talk to
either
him, so I have no clue if he like talked about like the rain, like if he knew he can use rain or not. I'm assuming that
Yeah.
had to be the case.
Hey man, it could be worse. You could be hold on, let me say this name without cursing. Where is it? Fornication under carnal knowledge. You could be that team.
Yeah,
he's
with
just-
no changes.
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he's just going for it. He's having some fun, I guess.
I respect it.
Fair.
He won a match, so
He did win a match. He
Yeah,
did-
Fortress, looking at you, buddy.
oh my
But-
god, did he beat Fortress? Was that what happened?
Yes, yes.
I think that was last week
Yikes.
too, right? Week 4
It was.
Nah, that was week 3.
or week 3,
He beat
and
me
then
the
he
season
played
before, but
McPhee's. Yeah.
you know, I have AIDS, so it's fine.
All right. So with all FAs done, do you want to just move on straight to the group standings?
Mhm.
So here we are. We got all the standings here. Yeah. So obviously we talked about how both of you guys are undefeated. Fireman Associate to play his week 4 match, but I'm assuming that's coming soon. And what's who sticks out to you guys the most? Like, what's surprising?
The
Bad or
most
good?
surprising thing of this season.
I think McPhee's losing week 1.
I mean, we're just talking about standings, right? So
Why is McPhee's not undefeated?
that is fair, but Easton.
That also.
I mean, once in a while you're gonna have a bad game. You can't always be undefeated. McPhee's has had a proven like track record, right? So can't always be
I don't care.
undefeated.
I think Burger Kinglers being 2-2 is awesome. I like that. I think Sapphire is kind of like where we all thought it would be, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
With the exception of Thunder being in
Not being first
third at
place.
the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pearl is like, I guess Strict is kind of surprising.
Strick's a little lower than I thought he would be.
Yeah. But
Oh, I believe
that,
some of these are
think,
not updated though, because I think I did not know I didn't put the J Money match in, so he should be 3-1. Yeah, and then I would be second with a better differential.
Oh yeah, that's right. Also Easton won his match, so that happened.
Yeah.
So he's 2-2.
Like Coco and
Um,
Easton being 2-2 both is a little
Yeah, I was
shocking.
quite surprised with the Cocoa Puffs being 2-2 because I thought his team was quite good. Like with the Iron Thorns, I thought it was like a really hard Pokemon for teams to deal with. But some teams have been finding ways to deal with it and kill it off.
Coco, I'm looking at you, buddy. Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam.
Oh my god, that was some crazy tech. Can't
I
lie.
think San Sereno having a better score than Chong is surprising.
Yeah, the
That
the
is
ad, the,
insane.
the admins team. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chiang just having another bad season. Unfortunately, not sure if what's going on there, but surely he's got it next season. Surely he's gonna like just come out of nowhere and just go 7-0, win next week, right?
What, you don't think he's gonna finish this season 3-4 and barely squeak into playoffs?
That could be a possibility too.
What's the rest of his schedule? Hold on, I'm curious. Let's see. He has to play. Oh, that's not happening.
No.
He plays McFeeds and Sage the next 2 weeks.
Oh, well,
He could beat Sage and
it could
McPhee's. You
happen.
never know.
It could happen.
We've seen like some surprising things, right? I mean, McPhee's
Yeah.
lost his first week, right? He lost to Burger King's, I believe, right? So why couldn't
No, it was
Chiang beat
no.
McPhee's?
It was Major,
Oh, it
I
was Major.
believe.
Sorry, okay, Major. Yeah, yeah. So why not? Chiang could beat McPhee's too. He's already lost one match. That means he's not a god, you know.
He's not a. Yeah, he's not immune.
He's
Sure.
not Kristen Fireman, and I guess J Money.
And Corito. Wait. J Money
Credo
won a
Oh
has
no,
match.
lost.
not
Credo,
Credo. J
Credo
Money beat
lost
Oh,
to
J.
Corito
J.
did lose. You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, this Pearl group, I can't lie, I'm a little bit surprised. I thought there would be the Risen and Strict being kind of up in playoff contention right about now. But we got some nice people like up there, like Spoober first season, doing pretty well with the mentorship he's getting. Gamma Gate getting into playoffs, even though some people did predict that he would not get in with that stall team. Uh, Kentucky Crowbats doing okay too. I think he's 2-2 though. I think this is not updated, right? Obviously, like I
No,
said.
he hasn't. He
No,
hasn't played Fire Mana.
I play him this week.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he is 2-1. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. Even Chuckles is doing pretty good too. So it's pretty competitive near there. So it's gonna be very hard if Strict and Derizen want to make a comeback. I mean, Derizen's 0-3, so it might be a little bit too late. It's not too late, but like he needs some things to go his way.
I think Strict to make playoffs has to win his next 3 weeks and pray for other stuff to happen.
Neither of them have played me yet, so.
Oh well. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Big ego, man. Big ego.
Any of the bottom teams you think like who's the most likely bottom team? I would say like in the below the top four to make it into playoffs this
Are we
weekend.
talking? Oh, outside of top four?
Outside of the top four, yeah.
I don't really want to look at Ruby because like everybody's in the middle of the pack. I would say Fortress is probably making playoffs. But that group is so close right now that I don't really want to talk about it.
I think it's the same thing with Diamond too. There's so many people that could just squeak in the playoffs. Like, obviously, I think Easton gets in there, but like that fourth slot is kind of up for grabs with Coco and Big Booty Bronzong.
It will be if it's like between Coco and Easton for the fourth slot. That will be crazy.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Easton is also 2-2, I believe. 'Cause I think he plays match on the Sunday, so she should be 2-2 as well. So he's tied with Cocoa Puffs right now, so it's very close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I think
Easton's differential is nuts for being 2-2. He's at a plus. He's obviously +2 games, but +10 in Pokemon Diff being 2-2 is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Like obviously it doesn't display it on the sheet on the slides here, but looking at the sheet, +10 in Pokemon
I
differential.
should just
There's-
take it to
I mean,
the,
look
the,
at
the actual standings here. It makes it a lot easier.
look at Jacob's differential for being 1-3. Being neutral is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts. Eck being 1-3 at a -15 is also insane.
I mean, Yelp is also -14. Like when you compare
Yeah.
Jacob's differential to the other teams in his group that are 1-3, it's like kind of ridiculous.
Oh, I guess Snack Talk is also 1-3 at a -16. Like, holy.
Yeah, but kill differential usually doesn't matter that much as like game differential. I don't think we've ever gone to a tiebreaker where we have to use kill differential yet. I think it's only been head to head and game differential. But
Is
who
kill
knows?
differential after head to head?
So
It's after
it goes I think game record, game differential, then kills differential, and then after that I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure to be honest. But
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it's just a pretty looking stat if it's positive, I guess.
yeah. I think it's gonna be a pretty exciting finish to the season though, 'cause I think there's like not like it's not very like like besides like I guess like there's some people that are undefeated, but I feel like a lot of the teams below the undefeated people is like very close. You know, like it's not like guaranteed you're gonna get in at like 3-1. You know, maybe some teams will show up, right? You could have some bad weeks, so I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean,
really close finish.
it could be like last season where a lot of the top teams went out in the first round of playoffs regardless.
Yeah, a lot of people did go
Yeah.
out first round last season, me
Like
included.
McFeeds went first round, didn't he?
Yep,
Who
Cocoa
else went out
Puffs,
first
but
round? I'm
he went
forgetting.
to
Oh,
Gamma
Coco.
Gate.
He lost to the champion, so no hate there, right?
Yep.
Um, yeah. I mean, I think the standings were kind of expected, minus like Fortress and Easton and Coco being 2-2. I think, but yeah,
Should we go on to the kill leaders, see what's going on down there? Like, why are these numbers so high?
yeah.
So, I can't
Oh
believe
my,
I'm saying this, but
my
Obstagoon
goodness!
is the highest kill leader at the moment, 17 kills.
Look at that hammer, Samurott Hisui, man! Holy shit!
Yeah,
I
it
did
is.
not think
It's putting in work.
I didn't think it would be on the level of Iron Thorns at all, but it is going crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw two Iron Thorns Pokemon drafted, I thought I would see both Iron Thorns users right next to each other, 1 and 2, for like the whole season.
Yeah.
For like how
I think my
insane.
favorite stat here is McFeed's Zebstrika being in the top 10 kill leaders and having a 100% win rate.
And it's his highest
That is
kill leader.
awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. And then some of like the
Yo,
combined kills, obviously Iron Thorns is still top kill leader as combined from Water and Coco.
yeah, my other Zoroark Hisui user is kind of letting me down,
Who was that
but
again?
it's Kirito.
Oh, it's Corito.
Yeah, but
He's been running it
respect
a
to
lot
Samurott
as like
Hisui.
as like a support a lot, like Will-O-Wisp
Yeah.
and stuff like this.
I mean, Thunder and I have Lucario up pretty high.
Yeah. We could probably squeak it in. We'll squeak in the Lucario and the Flygon. How about that? We gotta work on our Flygon.
I mean, my Flygon's been doing okay, I think.
Actually, now that I look at it,
Scroll down. Whose Flygon's
Yeah,
doing better?
I know your Flygon's definitely higher, I think, because I haven't gone too many things with Flygon going yet. I have 5 kills, so not the end of the world, but
I mean, mine only has 6. So
I'm looking at it. My Bisharp has probably like 2 kills, and then the other Bisharp user has a lot of them.
what
So,
I'm surprised about is where is it? Like, where's your Fletch in there? It was like pretty high at one point.
Oh yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
top 20
8
right
kills.
now.
I swear this thing has no business having 8 kills.
Dude, Priority Brave Bird is a hell of a drug, right? It's so
I
crazy.
guess so. Maybe there's some surprising Pokemon with 0 kills.
Dude, I honestly was looking at it and I was like, there's no way this thing should be 8 points with
Sceptile,
Priority Tailwind,
Blaziken.
Priority Tail, or Brave Bird, sorry.
Yeah,
Sceptile,
Blaziken.
Blaziken was 0. Magmortar was 0. Hawlucha was 0.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I would say like these Pokemon should be getting picking up kills.
Moltres coming to 10 games with no kills is insane.
Wow.
To me.
10.
Yeah,
What do you
10
see?
games brought. All the way at the bottom, 241.
Oh, wow.
The other Moltres?
Yeah, the Gamma Gates.
Oh my god,
Moltres.
Haxorus has 0 kills.
Oh,
Oh my,
wow.
Sansorino, what are we doing? Oh no.
That's a
That
little
might
bit
be
shocking.
the most fraudulent Pokemon in the entire draft.
I mean, Sceptile is there, but that doesn't really matter. What else?
Yeah, I think Haxorus might take the cake, unfortunately.
I mean, the other Moltres is down here too. That's so sad.
Yeah, but it's only been to 2 games.
Yeah, not like
yeah.
Gamma Gate. Gamma Gate doing a little bit of griefing. Bring it to 10 games, not getting a kill? Come on.
What else? Houndoom, whatever. Salazzle, whatever. Yeah, I guess like the only surprising ones are like Moltres, Haxorus,
Blaziken, maybe.
Blaziken, yeah.
Maybe some bad matchups where it doesn't like it, but he only brought it for 2 games.
Feeney's Swampert has 0 kills.
Okay, but like, I'm not really expecting that thing to have a lot of kills anyway. So
I don't know. Sceptile, Blaziken, and Swampert with 0 kills is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
hey man, you could form a Fledge team right there. Go do it.
Yeah, a world's worst pledge team, sure thing.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll end this off with the schedule. For the last remaining weeks, I'll try to make this as I don't think I can fit all the teams, but any interesting matchups? Anything
Uh,
that catches your guys' eyes in these next couple of weeks that will be very important?
the one this
You-
week, Major and PV, is going to be a banger match.
I mean, I think Thunder versus J Money is going to be banger.
That's also going to be a banger. There's
That better be like the match review match of the week.
I mean, if someone wants to do it, I would not be able to match review my own team.
Let me see. Let's see. Week 6. Is there any good ones? Another Pacific. I don't know how to say that last one. I'm just not even gonna fucking try and embarrass myself. And then Fortress again. Thunder again playing Water.
Week 6, yeah.
So yeah, that's a good game. Blah, 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 blah. There isn't really that many good matches in week 6.
Yeah, week 6 is kind of
Week 7, there's some nice
Whatever.
matchups that I think are gonna matter a lot. Like maybe like depending on how well Super does the next couple of weeks, this match could matter if he's not doing very well. I think the Easton versus Chris match is going to be a pretty good match. I don't know how much it's going to change the standings since Chris is like practically almost guaranteed in, and Easton might still need this win by the time he gets to week 7 to guarantee his playoff spot, but we're not sure, right? Because he's 2-2, so we have to see what happens there.
Right.
Water Whoopers and New York Mankeys, I think could be a very important match for Water. I think he was 2-2, I believe. So that could be like an important last minute match to try to get into playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did you say Nazumi? I kind of like tuned out. Sorry.
So sorry, what about Nozumi?
Nazumi versus Coco, week 7.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah, that's also gonna be a very nice matchup.
Fireman has the potential to knock Strict out of playoffs if it comes down to that.
Yeah.
Let's see. J Money probably has the potential to knock out Water. Let's see. McFeeds versus Sage is a good match. Fortress versus Major again. Major's a lot of good matches.
Week 6 is a little boring, but I think week 7 will be very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we end it, is there any predictions on who's gonna win the whole thing, besides yourselves?
Nope. I won't be doing that.
I hope Burger Kinglers wins.
Sure.
Burger Kinglers. Bring it back.
Please.
I'm looking for J Money to take it all.
If Burger Kinglers wins the whole thing, it would unironically be the greatest underdog story of all time.
What are you doing if Burger Kinglers wins?
I don't know, man. I'll eat a fucking sock. I'll do the G-Bay.
Clip it. We got it on clip.
Eat a sock. Why don't you do like a fucking shoey or something, bro? Get creative.
How is that more creative than eating a sock? What the fuck?
Why the fuck would you eat a sock?
I don't know. It's funny.
What do you mean? It's funny.
Yeah, I don't know if eating a sock is a. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'll give you that, I guess. Yeah.
You thumbs up. If Burger Kinglers wins the entire thing, I will shave my head and post it in PDL.
Okay, there we go. Now we got a good good one. Gotta get that wins going, Burger Kinglers.
Hold on, I'll even put it in here. There you go.
Yo, I will record myself doing a cooking show where I cook a sock and eat it, like legit.
You know what, Thunder? You got to do something for Burger Kinglers winning the entire season. What we got? What are you doing?
I could eat like a spicy jalapeno. I don't know. What else could I do?
Oh, you're eating a Carolina Reaper, buddy. Good luck.
I've never heard of that. Can I even access that where I am?
Yeah, you can order it online.
What is that even?
It's the hottest pepper in the world.
Oh shit. Okay.
You could do that. You could do like if you don't feel like dying, you could do a ghost pepper.
Yeah, I could do a ghost pepper. I never done one before. I was gonna try one time with my friends a couple months ago, but never got to it.
Thank God.
There you go. I hope Burger King like wins the whole thing, and we all have
Yeah,
to.
bro. We'll have Chris shaving his head. We'll have Sock cooking show, and uh, you should probably choose something else. By the way, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Well, before we end, is there anything else you guys would like to say before we end this mid-season podcast?
Uh, no, not really. I don't know. I think
Um,
for the most part, the season has been pretty much what everyone has expected it to be, and I'm looking forward to the last few weeks.
yeah, bro. I was super expecting to be undefeated. No, but seriously, I didn't think I would enjoy low tier, but I'm having so much more fun than I thought I would, especially with the Pokemon I drafted. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like low tier just gives you like that more of a room to like be more creative, unless instead of like bringing like the stock standard sets, the most like highest damaging like sets, stuff like this.
Yeah.
Low tier just lets you have like a little bit more fun with your sets, and you can do a lot of different things, right? So
Like
yeah.
McFeed said in the what's it called? He said it in the pre-draft podcast. I know he said something about me not being creative, but I think that's the thing that's kind of making me flourish in some of these matches. So no self glaze, but I have been getting a lot more creative with my stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just end it here. Thanks to everyone that's watching so far. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, so I hope you enjoy the podcast from me, Chris, and Firemana, and I hope you have a good rest of the season. Good luck, guys. See ya.